Now, we would like to start seminar on city-to-city collaboration for Zero Carbon Society 2025. My name is Kataoka from IGES. I'll be serving your moderator today. First, as we start the seminar, representing the organizer, we have Mr. Yutaka Matsuzawa of Environmental Ministry.
Good morning, everyone. I am Matsuzawa from the Ministry of the Environment. I'd like to thank everyone in the venue and those participating online for attending the seminar on the city-to-city collaboration for Zero Carbon Society 2025. Today, I am very pleased to have all of you from 34 cities from 8 countries, including Mr. Claudio Castro, Mayor of Renca, Santiago, Chile, Mr. Norman Nuateo Boyd, Governor of Irai State, Palau, Mr. Mohamed Ramadan Pomanto, Mayor of Makassar, Indonesia. Thank you very much for traveling all the way to join us today. Climate change, loss of biodiversity, and environmental pollution require efforts not only from the national government and industrial sectors, but also from local governments. Osaka, where you are gathered today, is going to host an international exposition, the Osaka Kansai Expo, from April 13th this year, with the theme of Designing Future Society for Our Lives. The Expo aims to accelerate efforts to achieve SDGs, including addressing climate change. We believe that it is very meaningful to hold a seminar in Osaka where the world's most cutting-edge technologies are gathered at this time just before the World Expo. All of the 8 partner countries in the city-to-city collaboration project who are participating this time are currently experiencing great economic growth. In the midst of this economic growth, it is extremely important to consider the environment such as air, water, waste, and climate change in order to ensure and make that growth sustainable. In the past, Japan experienced severe pollution caused by factory wastewater and exhaust gases, environmental pollution caused by increasing waste and local conflicts. I'd like to show you one example. This is a photo of slide in 1970, photo of Japan in the 1970s. Municipal waste piled up, polluting the water and air. In addition, conflict arose between towns over the transportation of municipal waste. So this was called the garbage war and became a major social issue. Japan overcame this problem through the efforts of local government officials and excellent technology. The photo above shows a state-of-the-art incinerator constructed in the city of Kyoto. It is taking the latest measures against exhaust gases and also generates energy from waste to generate electricity. It also has a facility for learning about the importance of the environment, which has been accepted by local residents. The bottom right is an hygienic waste disposal site in Tokyo, the capital of Japan. There are no problems of odors and wastewater. So actively working on environmental conservation and decarbonization is not a cost, but an opportunity for growth that attracts people and investment. Japan will pursue sustainable development and growth with partner countries using its experience and technology and move ahead together. Today's theme, the city-to-city collaboration project for Zero Carbon Society, which started in 2013, has expanded and developed to 23 cities in Japan, including the whole city of Osaka and 56 cities in 13 countries around the world. As a result, many projects have been realized, including about 30 projects under bilateral credit mechanism and joint credit mechanism, which have achieved decarbonization of partner cities as well as improvements in biodiversity, water quality, and air quality and job creation. Today, we will have speakers from various positions, including local government, businesses, consultants, and relevant organizations participating in the city-to-city collaboration project, and they will discuss their experiences and challenges in doing projects overseas. I believe that the result of these city-to-city collaboration projects and specific efforts to each city will surely hold the key to solving the local issues that all of you here today are working on every day. I hope that today's seminar will serve as an opportunity to deepen exchanges with cities in Japan and around the world, and that our efforts achieve the 1.5 degree C target set by the Paris Agreement and reduce environmental impact will progress even further. I'd like to ask you to also come to the Osaka Kansai Expo, which will be held in Osaka from April 13th this year. Thank you very much, everyone, once again.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matsuzawa. Now, representing the host city, Osaka City, we have Mr. Hisashi Hori, Director General, Environment Bureau, Osaka City Government. Mr. Hori. Good morning. I'm Hiroshi Hori. On behalf of the Osaka City, the host city, I would like to extend a few words of greeting on the seminar on city-to-city collaboration for Zero Carbon Society 2025. As mentioned earlier by Mr. Matsuzawa, the city-to-city collaboration for Zero Carbon Society is a project based on partnership between Japanese cities and overseas cities. In collaboration with private companies, this program aims to contribute to the creation of decarbonized society in partner cities by conducting feasible studies, supporting the development of systems, and fostering human resources. Since 2013, 56 cities and regions from 13 countries around the world, along with 23 Japanese municipalities, have participated in this project. Through the city-to-city collaboration program, Japan's municipalities have shared their policies and knowledge related to decarbonization, which has led to carbon-neutral declarations of overseas partner cities and the development of action plans for the formation of decarbonized societies. Furthermore, by utilizing the bilateral credit mechanism, JCM, the program contributes to achieving carbon-neutral goals for both Japan and partner cities, while promoting the international expansion of Japanese companies with excellent decarbonization technologies. Osaka City has previously collaborated with Ho Chi Minh City, Cochin City, and the Eastern Economic Corridor in Thailand in the Urban Partnership Program. Through policy dialogue, we have introduced the latest decarbonization technologies to these cities and shared knowledge on waste management and environmental education, among other initiatives. Additionally, one of the key achievements of the Urban Partnership Program has been the implementation of specific technologies. Of the project identified through the program, 7 projects with Ho Chi Minh City and 2 with the EEC have been selected as JCM projects. As you know, before being selected as JCM projects, various issues must be addressed, such as understanding from partner cities, the policies and budgets of enterprises, and each country's stance on the bilateral credit mechanism. It's not a simple process. Going forward, as we continue to promote the formation of JCM projects, I hope that everyone gathered here today will share their expertise, best practices, and challenges. This year, the Osaka Cancer Expo will be held. The Expo 2025 Green Vision, which focuses on decarbonization and resource circulation, has been announced as part of this expo. It aims to realize a society where SDGs are achieved. This expo will be a showcase for advanced technologies and initiatives essential for achieving a decarbonized society through urban partnerships. I sincerely hope that many of you will visit. In conclusion, I'm looking forward to hearing about your initiatives today. I hope this event will contribute to the realization of a decarbonized society in your countries and cities, and I wish all of you continued success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hori. Now we would like to move on to presentations. First, we're going to invite Shunsuke Kuro, Assistant Director, Global Environment Bureau, International Cooperation for Transition to Decarbonization and Sustainable Infrastructure, Ministry of the Environment of Japan. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for the introduction. This is Kudo. I have been responsible for the international cooperation, including city-to-city collaboration project. COP29 that was held last year, $300 billion will be spent. That was agreed among participating countries. So this amount is very large. So there is now acceleration of global initiatives to reduce CO2 in order to achieve carbon neutralities. And as we mentioned in Japan, we have a lot of great technology as well as know-how, and Japan has experienced very severe environmental pollution. But now we have a great opportunity, as I mentioned, 300 billion. So in order to promote activities, we have city-to-city collaboration. And as being already mentioned, now we are partnering with 23 Japanese cities with the 56 local cities in 13 countries. So we are involved in planning and implementing those measures. So we provide assistance for those city-to-city collaborations. This slide shows 56 cities which are involved in our program. Now we see a lot of neighborhood cities, so we need to actually update this slide because there are too many neighborhood cities. And as you can see, the cities in red colors are where the project ongoing right now. And we have invited 8 countries: Mongol, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, the Philippines, Palau, Chile. Also, we couldn't have the representative from India. But now we are expanding the community of this program. I'm very pleased to see this result so far. This is one of the results. This is the collaboration between Ho Chi Minh City and Osaka City. There have been many projects being implemented. For example, high efficiency chiller or air conditioners, and also the high efficiency LED. These are tangible projects in this partnership project. On the right hand side, this is a collaboration between Bangkok and Yokohama. In order to formulate master plan in Bangkok, Yokohama City provided assistance. So in both project level as well as the planning phase, Japanese cities have been cooperating with many cities. And also JICA plays a very vital role. So there are many projects which are being conducted in cooperation with JICA. And this is another example, collaboration between Airai State and the Urazoe City of Japan. They are island, and so how to promote the decarbonization in remote island because they have an independent power supply. So in the similar situation that they have, they share their expertise. Okinawa electric power companies have a specific technology to supply electricity in the remote island that has been shared with Airai State. I believe there are people who are joining this seminars because they have an interest or they have already some project. And these are the benefits of the city-to-city collaboration. First, the local government take a lead to go out extending hand to cities outside Japan, and then because they are local government, in collaboration with the private sector, there's a high level of reliability, and also it's a team-based initiatives, not just a single company, but this is a team of multiple entities, including private sectors. That is also another benefit for this program. And also, we provide consultants. So consultants with a lot of experience in doing project overseas, and they also extend support to our program, overcoming some language barriers, for example. So these are the major benefits of this program. So these are basically the operational support that we provide. And also, in addition to JCM scheme, there are numerous projects ongoing as well. So those who are not familiar with the JCM mechanism, so city-to-city collaboration is our assistance in addition to our infrastructure-based assistance through the project. So CO2 reduce can be used as a credit that is being shared in two countries. This is basically a win-win project or mechanism. Now we have 29 partner countries. There are 250 projects ongoing. Renewable energy, energy efficiency, and effective use of energy waste and transport. So there are many different types ongoing. So please think about your possible project. JCM in conjunction with the city-to-city collaboration. And now this project is recognized worldwide, and this is a very unique project. Every year, the COP meeting is held, and we usually exhibit what we do at the Japan Pavilion at the COP meeting, and we invite those who are involved in this program to disseminate information regarding our activities. Yokohama, Bangkok, and Ehime, Gorontalo, they participated on these seminars. And also we have invited Mayor Shimizu of Saitama City. So we are very active in doing PR activities of our project. And IPCC, I think you may know it. So the IPCC issue a report to forecast how climate will change in the future. They are now in effort to create a report for cities, and it is going to be released in 2027. And then we are going to organize the first authors meeting in Osaka soon. And so this is very an important initiative as well. And we would like to incorporate our project, our activities into the city report as well. And this one's the last slide. Probably this is the most important slide for you. And now we are in the first call for proposal. And this will take place in February this year. And second call for proposal will take place on April 2025. And we plan to approve 20 projects as we have the same level of budget for this time as well. Therefore, if you're interested, please send your application to us. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next case study, I would like to introduce Palau case. We have Mr. Norman Halvey, Neutral Poet, Governor of Ira State Government. The Governor, please.
Good morning. If you look at this first slide, you notice those two shells? Those are the symbol of my state of Iri. And if you look at the slide, it says the state of curiosity. This name of these shells are, when you're being curious, that's where I'm from. We ask everything, we touch everything, we smell everything, we adopt everything, and we take everything. So the city-to-city collaboration with the Iri State started about 2 years ago. And it was based on to promote the policies based on Ministry of Environment, the city-to-city collaboration for Zero Carbon Society project. Since then, the two parties have continued and maintained this initiative while building future-friendly and working continuously toward conservation and preservation of environment. On the next slide, we have made progress toward this goal. So last year, around August, Iri State Government, Urasoe City, Janus, Okinawa Electric Company representative, got together in Palau and signed this agreement, MOU. So as you see, it was not only the governor of Iri State, he was also involved the local chiefs and local people, representative of groups of women. This is the actual MOU that was signed that day to begin our collaboration between the two cities, actually between city of Urasoe and Iri State. Well, on this slide, we have further this effort to include first ever solar energy collaboration with the next city state of Koror for the first solar-powered premier hotel in Palau that when finished, it will be operating out of the grid where we use a fossil fuel. It's going to be on its own on a solar power. The environmental challenges that we are facing today, if left unchecked, will come back in the future to haunt us. I'm more motivated and encouraged to seek broader collaboration within the Republic of Palau and outside entities such as City of Urasoe, Japan, to begin dialogue on finding solutions. By reaching out to City of Urasoe, has also opened many doors and allow us to think outside the box for many opportunities and ideas of collaboration. when I say we need to face our challenges and problems today, this is an example of unplanned development. Some 30 years ago, this dump site goes in this area. Nobody ever thought that there's going to be an airport that is going to be very busy airport. There's going to be elementary school that's in that area. There's going to be church. There's going to be community centers. They were existed at the time, but at a very small scale. So we thought maybe it's just a good idea to just put dump site next to everybody so they can dump their waste very close by. As the community grew, as the state grew, that's the problem we're facing today. And without facing this problem, we will have a much bigger problem waiting to happen. And this is where we're at today. This is, I put this slide here because I want to bring some history to this. This is World War II Communication Center for the Japanese imperial era in Palau. It's now being turned into a historical park protected by law. So we have to maintain it, improve it, but we cannot tear it down. But guess where the problem is? At the time when we were looking for a dump site, we thought, oh, well, this may be a good dump site because it's close by. So we started using back of this area, these buildings. We started using it as a dump site. Today, it's the dump site is an eyesore, dangerous, and very close to this historical site that we hold dear to our heart because of the relationship between Palau and Japan. At the dump site where Urasoe City and representative of Janus and Okinawa Electric joined us, we realized that this area here is down here is the river, that if we continue to utilize it, by the way, we have closed it, but had we continued to utilize it, we'll eventually render this area not a historical site. With this collaboration with IRI State, we have also expanded our vision to other states of Palau with the effort to assist the national government. So at the national level, when Urasoe came to visit, we went to this site where our goal is turning 45% fossil fuel to renewable energy by 2035. So as you see, we begin to put a solar farm in the nearby state of Aimalig. This was done about 2 years ago, and it's beginning to feed into the grid. On this side, this is the national landfill site. Because of the generosity of Japan government, we were able to open this site, prepare and open this site for all of Palau. So now our state dump site have been closed, but the problem is it's a danger waiting to happen because it was not closed properly, and now there is a methane gas underneath that site, the old dump site. So from here, if we do it, and if we start our effort today and do it right, and I mean we have to do it right, and it will entail a lot of hard work, a lot of hardship, and a lot of time. But we have to start somewhere. We cannot ignore the problem and think that it will go away. It will only grow, and we will only kick the bucket further down the street. But eventually, we have nowhere to kick it. So by deciding to start our effort, we will eventually, and hoping that this area, which is an old dump site of IRA Estate, will turn it into a park area where the community can enjoy and use it, and it's for the future of the children of IRA. We at IRA Estate, we don't just talk about good things and good effort, because planning and plan are good. But planning and plan are no use and useless if there's no execution. We must execute, and we must walk the talk. We will do what we say we will do. So on this slide, you can see the local community starting their effort to do coastal cleanup. I see many faces here today. Some of those coastal cleanup comes from ocean. They drift, whether it by sea or by other countries, toward our little island of Palau. Many of these coastal cleanup, these debris from coastal cleanup are usually not from Palau. They're from either passing ship or from other areas. But with our effort together, I'm sure and I know we will reduce that problem. So do we just take care of today? Do we just collect the trash of today? We must take it further. In a holistic approach, we must look at it from all directions. We must attack the problem from all angles. So from this area, from this slide, the children are planting for their future. It is an effort by law. It's a National Youth Day, and it is an annual effort to plant green and go green in Palau. This is another this is probably the final slide, and that shows our traditional Avai. It's men's meeting house, our war canoe. Many of us on the Pacific and South Asia know about these canoes. And moving forward, we must commit and rededicate our effort towards such goal. Zero carbon society is not and shouldn't only be local issue tackled by the locals. We must approach it from regional, international platform with conviction and determination for a just and healthy future for generations to come. With that, I say thank you. Kumpal masulang.
Thank you very much. Now, we are going to listen to presentation regarding case studies of the C3P and overseas development. First of all, I would like to invite Mr. Shuhei Morita, Kanematsu KGK Corp.
様より話題提供いただきます。森田様、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Hello everyone. My name is Morita from GX Sales Department of Kanematsu KGK. First of all, I would like to thank IGES and the Ministry of the Environment and all the other parties involved for giving me this opportunity. I'd like to also thank everyone joining us both in person and online. In this presentation, I would like to start with a brief introduction to our company as well as our domestic and international business activities, including the JCM in the environmental business, and an example of our efforts in Hanoi-Fukuoka city-to-city collaboration project, in which we have been participating since 2021. Now, let me get started. Our company was founded in 1963, and this year marks our 62nd year since its founding. The company name KGK is derived from initials of Kanematsu Gosho, which stands for KG, and K from machine tool, and is currently a 100% subsidiary of the trading house Kanematsu. Our company has about 300 employees, and the total number of employees, including subsidiaries and overseas affiliate, is about 500. Last year's sales were about 59 billion yen, Japanese yen, and this comes 70% of those sales comes from machine tools. Remaining 30% comes from the machinery and environment energy business. Our sales fell to 40 billion Japanese yen due to the COVID-19 in 2021, but have since remained steadily. Last year, our sales returned to pre-COVID level. We have 20 sales offices in Japan, including Osaka sales department here in Western Japan. In overseas, we have offices in China, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Taiwan, and the United States. In our main business, the machine tool, we deal with both domestic and international machine tool manufacturers, and we make a wide range of offers for different sectors, including electric, machinery, construction machinery, and automotive industries. In year 2000, we integrated Kanematsu Industrial Machinery, a group company, and as a result, we expanded our business domain to the industrial machinery. And in the food sector, we provide equipment for production lines for bread, ham, sausage, sweet. We also provide special printing machines, non-woven fabric and woven fabric production lines, and particle board manufacturing machines. And in the electronic component, we provide coating machines. And in the environmental energy business, which handles domestic and international environmental businesses such as JCM and city-to-city project, we have a history of about 25 years. Since 2000, when we participated in the solar cell slicing business, and we are currently active as the GX sales department. In Japan, we propose hydroelectric power generation to major electric power companies and construction companies. We also propose commercial storage batteries and energy-saving chillers and transformers, including BCP measures in battery here, and we handle energy-saving dryers for biomass chips in biomass field and handle biodegradable plastic resins made in Vietnam. Looking at overseas, we have been participating in the JCM equipment subsidy project since 2018, and we are implementing and promoting solar and hydroelectric power generation project in Thailand and Vietnam. And as I mentioned at the beginning, we have also been participating in Hanoi-Fukuoka city-to-city project since 2021, which is an activity to introduce Japan's excellent decarbonization technology to the partner cities and develop measures towards carbon neutrality in cooperation with the public and private sectors. In addition, in 2023, we made our activities known at the international conference, NTEC, held in Hanoi, and held meetings with partner companies with whom we can build business together. So we continue our business activities in accordance with changing of times. Our company has been participating in the JCM Equipment Subsidy Program, which is closely related to city-to-city collaboration project since 2018. This was the first project under the JCM Equipment Program, with our company serving as leading company, together with Thai Delma, a local Japanese company in Thailand, and our partner company in the industrial machinery sector. We utilized JCM subsidy program for rooftop solar panel generation equipment and chillers. In 2019-2020, we utilized GCM equipment subsidy project for 106 megawatt of solar panel plant with a site area of approximately 250 hectares and a total capacity of 210 megawatt at a local company in Vietnam. At that time, we are in the middle of the pandemic, and the project was extremely difficult in every aspect, including complicated procedures before traveling, the 2-week quarantine before entering the country, and the fact that the site was in rural area far from city, and weather and cultural differences in on-site environment. However, we completed this project safely, and it has been operating steadily to this day. Through this project, we were able to deepen our understanding, and in 2021, Mr. Baba of Nippon Koei approached us about participating in the Hanoi-Fukuoka collaboration project, and we have been participating in this project to this day. And this project is a GCM project for fiscal 2022 that was formed 1 year after our participation in the Hanoi-Fukuoka project. This project is the first hydroelectric power generation project in Vietnam to be adopted under the JCM and is expected to be completed and start operation next month. The site is located in Binh Xuan province, about 5-hour drive east of Ho Chi Minh City, and the project will be carried out with a local Vietnamese company that will be a new business partner. Now I would like to introduce our company's example of how we came to form a GCM project by utilizing a city-to-city collaboration project. Our activities in the city-to-city collaboration include explaining the GCM to local government agencies and private companies in Vietnam, introducing the advanced technologies of other companies participating in the project, and ultimately establishing GCM project. In this initiative, we ask for the active participation of not only the Japanese side, who has knowledge of the GCM, but also Kanema's KGK Vietnam, especially the local staff. At first, it was a high hurdle to ask local staff to understand a complex system and requirement of the GCM. But through the workshops in city-to-city collaboration project, understanding of the JCM was deepened within the local company, and as a result, we believe this led to voluntary proposals to local companies and adoption of the hydroelectric power generation project in fiscal 2022. To summarize history of our JCM cases so far, in the GCM project in 2018, which was step 1, we gained experience with GCM with local Japanese companies with whom we already had business transactions and accumulated know-how. Then step 2, from 2019 to 2020, we utilized know-how gained in step 1 to organize a large-scale GCM project led by our company with a new local Vietnamese companies with whom we had no previous transactions. In step 3 in 2021, based on the achievement of step 1, step 2, we participated in the Hanoi-Fukuoka collaboration project and engaged in awareness-raising activities. Then, in step 4 in 2022, the proactive proposal of activities of a local Vietnamese staff led to the adoption of a GCM project for a new local Vietnamese company, and first hydroelectric power generation project in the country. In this way, although they are all same GCM project, I think it was good that we were able to steadily expand the possibilities and scope of our proposals each year. And even beyond our expectations, in 2024, which is described as Step 5, we became the exclusive agency in Japan for Googler, a manufacturer with headquarters in Austria and more than 100 years of history in hydroelectric power generation equipment. Until the JCM project in 2022, our company didn't have any business in hydroelectric power generation, but this led to the acquisition of new commercial opportunities. So this was beyond our expectation and imagination, but we believe it was a result of our proactive activities. Finally, to summarize, through this project, we are able to connect with Japanese companies that have cutting-edge decarbonization technologies, which can serve as a gateway to entering new business domains. Through collaboration with local government agency, we are able to access the latest information. Policies in the environmental business sector are changing rapidly in each country, so it is impossible to expand into new businesses without the latest local information. And finally, we are able to work together with partner countries to build a decarbonized society, and depending on type of activities, we are able to achieve results that exceed our expectation and assumptions. Now we have the new era started with the President Trump taking office. So in order to pass on the resilient and beautiful Japan to our next generation, that Japan should take a lead with the concept of leave no one behind that is proposed in the SDGs. Japan must be a leader to keep peace and harmony in the world. With that, I'd like to conclude my talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Morita, for your very strong message. Next, we have Ms. Aki Baba, Project Manager, International Environment Department, Nippon Koei Company. Hello, everyone. My name is Baba from Nippon Koei. As a consultant, I would like to talk about the attractiveness of city-to-city collaboration, and I would also like to introduce to you the past results and achievements. The City-to-City Cooperation Program, initiated by the Ministry of the Environment in 2013, is a unique initiative where municipalities in Japan and overseas, along with related companies, collaborate to reduce greenhouse gas emissions at the urban level. As the representative operator of this program, our company has been involved in about 18 city-to-city collaboration projects over the past 11 years. Therefore, we have extensive knowledge and experience in supporting the implementation of JCM equipment subsidies project and private sector projects derived from city-to-city collaboration. Today, I understand that many of you are interested in learning about how to start city-to-city collaboration and its benefits, so I would like to introduce some basic aspects as well. This is an image of the actual implementation system for city-to-city collaboration at our company. At the upper side, you can see Japan and partner cities. They always had the relationship, and related to that, various companies are joining this program. We are working as consultant, so the key players are municipalities and also companies. So we are supporting the discussion so that they can have smooth collaboration amongst them. For example, this is the image of what of companies are involved. Large companies involved in power generation or large-scale plants, small and medium-sized enterprises with unique technology, or leasing companies. Those are the examples of companies who are participating. And there are also various companies overseas. So we can have a broad range of activities because we have a broad range of companies. You may wonder how you can join. There are various examples. For examples, we invite companies directly, or other companies learn about those projects by this kind of seminars. So there are various examples. Interesting example would be there are also cases where companies that didn't know each other before the collaboration, but they start working together to begin a business through this project. This is the flow of the project. This project are typically one-year initiatives. However, recently, they are often implemented as 2 or 3-year phases. So if good results are achieved in the first year, the project can continue in the following years. Each year, workshops, on-site surveys, and city-to-city collaboration discussions are held. As shown in the flowchart, the activities become deeper each year. For example, you can do basic research or business matching for the first year to identify the problems and issues. And the next year, based on the information, you can talk about the specific environmental infrastructure adoption. In the third year, the ideal flow would be to support applications for JCM equipment subsidies and private investment projects, creating a system for implementation. It's very challenging for companies to enter renewable energy or energy efficiency businesses overseas immediately. So the greatest strength of the collaboration is that municipalities and consultants can provide support, enabling companies to develop projects together within this framework. I talked about the flow, and this is the summary of what's going to happen in 1 year. You have your material at hand, so please take a look when you have time. At the left side, there are participants. This schedule is not fixed. So for those of you who are working in different projects, have different schedule. So this is just an example. So my point here is that we can decide on our own plan, so this is a very flexible scheme. It might be difficult to imagine, so let me show you some pictures. Starting from the top left, there is a meeting with overseas municipal officials. And at the center, we have pictures from workshops. Generally, the scale of the meeting is about 50 and 100 participants. Municipalities can talk about the local areas, and we can talk about the initiatives, and companies can talk about their technologies that they have. At the right side, we have policy meetings between municipalities. This is carried out by hybrid platform. And the policies discussed here can be introduced in the program. At the lower right, this is about site visit and surveys. Depending on the needs of the companies, we make arrangement to visit the site. Sometimes we receive requests to work on different themes. So as you can see at the lower right, we can have seminars on decarbonization. Again, this is very flexible framework. And this is a copy from the brochure of IGES. You have your own material at your hand and where you can find QR code. And there you can find a summary of the benefit of the projects. It's very easy. We can get together and visit the site, and we can do survey at the site. So this is teamwork where you can work very easily. Now, lastly, I would like to talk about the past JCM projects, how we created those projects. I'll give you two examples. This is the first example. There was this company, and this company didn't know about JCM, but this company wanted to start energy-saving business overseas. And this company has a very advanced facilities, but it's very expensive. So this company was struggling to sell this facility or equipment. And this company came to know about this program and wanted to use this program. And this company reached out to us to learn more about this program. And this company learned that only having high technology is not sufficient to use this project, because there are many other conditions such as the ability to be able to measure the environmental benefits, and a big fund is also needed. So this company found out that it's very difficult for one company to implement this project alone. So we decided to support this company and invite this company to this project. And this company spent 1 year for preparation. And in the next year, this company successfully applied for this project and was adopted. So my point here is that the timing of consultation was very good because this company had 1 year to prepare. And the area this company was working on was where this program was implemented. And this company fully understood the intention of this city-to-city collaboration project. So this was a very good, successful example. This is the second example. The second case is an example where JCM application was made from a situation where there was no project candidate. In this case, a municipality invited this company. The municipality knew that this company had a very good service, but this company didn't know about JCM, and had an overseas business. So we reached out to this company and invited this company to this project. If you join this project, you can have a lot of information. And spending several years, this company found a company, partner company, and then this company applied for subsidy and then got the subsidy. And this company created JCM business model together with us, even before this company had any partner company. So once they found a candidate company, things went very smoothly. And this municipality had a strong will to invite this company in. And that was the success factor of this project. This company is now leveraging this expertise, having presentations in a workshop. So now we have a very good circulation. Those are the two different examples that I wanted to show you. If you are interested in a company, please contact this address or numbers. You are welcome to ask any questions. And taking this opportunity, I would like to thank everyone who's been involved in these projects. Ministry of Environment and IGES, and everyone who helped us or supported us to this project. And I think many of you are interested in this project. So for the next fiscal year, I hope that many of you will join us as player of city-to-city collaboration projects. That's all from me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ms. Baba. Based on your rich experience, you introduced specific examples.
Now we would like to begin the panel discussion. And moderator for this is Mimi Namiki, Counselor for International Decarbonisation, Transition Promotion and Environmental Infrastructure, Global Environment Bureau, Ministry of the Environment, the Japanese government. Good morning to those who are joining online and on-site. My name is Namiki from the Minister of the Environment. Now I would like to start panel discussion. At this panel discussion, we have invited people from different cities and regions from different parts of Japan as well as outside of Japan. So we have 5 panelists, and all of those who are involved in decarbonization activities. First, I would like to explain the purpose of this panel discussion, and then I would like to turn to each panelist to introduce themselves and what they do for decarbonization. And then after that, we are going to have a deeper dive on the solutions which are necessary for simultaneously achieving decarbonization and economic growth in the region. So, as I mentioned, we will focus on what we can do to decarbonize while achieving economic growth. And as you all know, now there was the extensive forest fires in Los Angeles, and today we have participants from Indonesia. In Indonesia, there are several thousands of those forest fires and also muddy land fires, and also Chile. We import a lot of delicious seafood from Chile. But now with the higher temperature of the seawater. Now it has an impact on the ecosystem, coastal ecosystem in Chile as well. So there are many examples of the impact from global warming. And compared to pre-industrial age, we are now targeting at reducing the level of in temperature increase by 1.5 degrees C, and also many private and public actors are setting their target to achieve carbon neutrality by 2050. In order to achieve these goals, of course, tangible actions must be taken immediately and in a massive scale. Last year, November, a COP29 meeting was held, to which many countries and regions represented. In that discussion, up until 2030, $1.3 trillion will be committed to support such activities in developing countries. So all actors, including private and public, are now involved in driving those efforts. When it comes to CO2 emission or global GHG and emissions, which are related to our own activities as well. Now, around the world, 60% of population reside in cities. So in order to achieve our goal, and the cities play a very important role. And of course, there are many challenges that urban cities suffer from noise and waste, and in addition to air pollution and water pollution, as well as global warming. So it requires multifaceted activities to deal with all of those challenges. So we would like to now listen to the expertise and experience from each city and regions so that we can deepen our understandings. Now I would like to turn to each panelist. First of all, from Chile, Mr. Claudio Castelo, Mayor of Renca, Chile.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for the invitation to be here in this panel today. I'm so happy to be here and to be able to share with you all our learnings and to keep working together from the cities around the world. First of all, who am I and why I'm here, right? I'm mayor of Renca. Renca is located in the city of Santiago, the capital of Chile. We have 34 municipalities in the city, no one city mayor, but 34 different municipalities, and I'm one of them. And I learned about the JCM program when the COP25 was going to be held in Chile, in the city of Santiago. In that occasion, finally, the COP was held in Madrid, but I was able to get in touch and involved with the Japanese pavilion and got to know the JCM program. And parallel to that, I'm a member of the OECD Champion Mayors Initiative, and in one of those meetings, I met the former mayor of Toyama. So when we wanted to work with Toyama City, we learned that the JCM program was available, and held by Nippon Koi, we made this city-to-city collaboration initiative possible. I'm starting my last term as mayor. I have been mayor for 8 years, and I have 4 more years. I just won my last re-election. As I said before, Renca is in the city of Santiago. It's considered to be one of the poorest areas of the city of Santiago. We have a population of 160,000 people, and we also have the conditions of a heat island because of geographical conditions of the city, because we have the only thermoelectrical plant in the metropolitan area and 2 big industrial districts, which generates a lot of carbon pollution. So that's why this is so important for Renca to be here. We know that a key to achieve the carbon neutrality is to work with the private and public sector. We have held one project under the City to City initiative. We have been able to show the industrial sector in Renca the available technology to mitigate carbon emissions that you have here in Japan. And in 2022, we work with the Nippon Koei and a partner in Chile. And one of the private companies of Renca, which is called Temco, you can see the image there, they applied to the JCM and they got the subsidy to install a 2 megawatt solar plant on its roof. It represents one of the biggest solar plants in the country for self-consumption, and this plant mitigates close to 1,000 tons of carbon emissions per year. This mitigation contributes not only to Renca, it also contributes to the global inventory of emissions. So that's something about Renca and about our initiatives in the City to City program.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now I would like to invite from Indonesia, Mayor of Makassar City, Muhammad Ramadan Pomanto, please.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Ohayo gozaimasu. I am Muhammad Ramadan Pomanto, Mayor of Makassar, but everybody call me Dani. You call me Dani-san. I think same Japan name. The city of the center of Indonesia, Makassar is the big 5 cities in Indonesia. Today, I want to present the effort of Makassar government to decarbonize the city. This is Makassar pictures in our downtown. Yeah, we have a coastal line. Yeah, now is 50 kilometers long. Why Makassar wants to decarbonize the city? During the period the Industrial Revolution or 1800 until 1977, the global temperature, although fluctuative, but always came back down to its equilibrium. You look the graphic. The concentration of O2 and CO2 were 20% and 0.03% respectively. Since 1977, when the world population was 4.2 billion people, the temperature started to increase consistently and the world is becoming hotter. And today, the temperature increase has reached 1.4 degrees and the population is 8 billion. Later in 2050, it will 10 billion. The global community is committed to keep the temperature increase at 1.5 degrees. Therefore, there is an urgent need for the world to carry out the social movement to live with a low carbon lifestyle and toward zero carbon emissions. Makassar also wants to take the initiative to carry out Makassar Low Carbon City, MLCC, program to remedy the concentration level of O2 and CO2. We formulate 4 action plan in Makassar Low Carbon City program. The first, revision of spatial plan. This is very important. It's very urgent. Why? Because if you want to commit about the low carbon or zero carbon, I think the first is we must to revision our spatial plan, including effort to build Makassar, Somber, and smart city. In the world, we have the smart city, but in Makassar has a different concept about the smart city. We call the Somber smart city. Somber is the local wisdom. Yeah, the Somber is the meaning is the great hospitality, great humble, and great brotherhood. Livable city and resilient city. Spatial plan revision is important to accommodate low carbon city. Now in the revision is finished now. Second, implementation of green technology on the water green technology, energy green technology, transportation green technology, industries green technology, and waste green technology. Third, decarbonization and oxygenization movement through tree plantation, coral breeding, and mangrove conservation. Why? Because the mangrove is very important to making decarbonize is high and oxygenize is high. The fourth is a change of social behavior. This is very important. Through social mitigations and adaptations. City cell approach or tourism alley program, Makassar has 8,000 alleyways. This is very important because the community live in there. And public engagement. To conclude my presentation on Makassar low carbon city and the decarbonized program worldwide, I want to convey my quote today. Makassar low carbon city now, what's it mean now? Act now. New, make the new solutions. Next, for the next generation or never. Thank you very much. Arigato gozaimasu.
ありがとうございました。ではそれではここから日本の取り組み
Now, let's go to Japanese side. First, from Sakai City, we have Mr. Masahiko Tsuji. Good morning, everyone. My name is Tsujio from Sakai City. Let me introduce Sakai City. First, an overview of Sakai City. The population of Sakai City is about 800,000, and it's adjacent to Osaka City, where this seminar is being held. It's a city that offers easy access not only within Japan, but also to international destinations. Osaka is one of Japan's leading industrial cities, and in the field of the environment, it was designated as an environmental model city in 2009, an SDGs future city in 2018, and a decarbonization leading region by the national government in 2022. Next, I would like to introduce Sakai's long-term environmental vision for 2050, called the Sakai Environmental Strategy. The Sakai Environmental Strategy aims to create a sustainable environmental innovation city where everyone lives happily, with the 4 key urban concepts of carbon neutral, circular, comfortable, and cooperation. The fourth concept, cooperation, refers to leading the surrounding areas and the world in the environmental field through collaboration with various stakeholders, and one of the initiatives for this is the City-to-City Collaboration Project. Let me now introduce the City-to-City Collaboration Project. Sakai City is working on the projects with 2 cities in the Vietnam. The first is Barrier Vung Tau Province, where we have been working since fiscal year 2022 to achieve 2 key goals, including promoting the formation of a smart city. In December 2023, we signed a Memorandum of Understanding in the environmental field in Dubai, the host city of COP28, with Mr. Matsuzawa from the Ministry of Environment, who is present today. Next example is Danan City. Since the Friendship City partnership between Sakai City and Danan City in 2019, we've continued exchanges in various fields. In November last year, we signed a MOU in the environmental field. From this fiscal year, we are working toward achieving 3 goals, including the realization of carbon-neutral port. This concludes my introduction. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Next, I'd like to invite from the Urban Planning Bureau of City of Kobe, Mr. Shiro Takeda. Hello, everyone. I am Takeda from Kobe City Urban Affairs Bureau. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I was looking forward to this discussion. First, I'd like to introduce your overview of Kobe City. It is a city adjacent to west with a population of 1.49 million and areas of 557 square kilometers. Apart from Tokyo, Kobe is one of the 5 major cities, along with Osaka, Kyoto, Nagoya, and Yokohama, and has been a driving force in Japan's economic growth. Since the opening of Kobe Port in 1868, Kobe has rapidly developed, and I think it can be said to be a relatively young city in Japan's long history. In fact, since the opening of the port, people, goods, and information have gathered, and advanced urban development has progressed, and infrastructure such as water, sewages, city buses, and city subway have been developed at the same time. These facilities have been developed and operated with its own municipal enterprises with usage fees as the source of the funds, so that the city does not rely solely on tax revenue. Kobe is unique in that it has actively introduced its own enterprise scheme to road and urban development ahead of other local government nationwide. This is the diagram of Kobe City's organization structure regarding international technical assistance. Relevant departments involving urban planning, water supply, sewage, urban development, and others have worked together to implement various training programs in Japan through JICA and other organizations, and to dispatch experts on a short and long-term basis. Among these various fields, waste management and sewage treatment have a long history of operational experience, and cutting-edge technologies such as energy conservation and renewable energy have also been introduced. For example, in sewage treatment, the digester gas generated during the treatment process is highly refined and put to effective use as biogas. We call it Kobe biogas with a high methane purity. This technology use is from Koberco Eco Solutions, a private company headquarters in Kobe. In addition, heat generated during the incineration of general waste is used to generate electricity. Lastly, I'd like to talk about the new international technical cooperation. Starting this fiscal year, we have embarked on city-to-city collaboration project with Dong Nai province in Vietnam and are working to support the formation of private project with a view to utilizing JCM in order to realize Dong Nai province green growth strategy towards decarbonization. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we have Mr. Atsushi Tsuji, Director, International Bureau, Business Division, International Affairs Department, Kansai Bureau of Economy, Trade and Industry. Hello, everyone. My name is Tsuji. Thank you very much for inviting me today. Today, I would like to explain or introduce Kansai Bureau of Economy. Kansai Bureau of Economy is a department responsible for the regional block of the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry. There are 47 prefectures in Japan, but as you can see in this map, we are responsible for 7 prefectures: Fukui, Shiga, Kyoto, Osaka, Hyogo, Nara, and Wakayama. Our office works closely with local chambers of commerce and industrial support organizations to promote the development of the Kansai economy, including the promotion of growth sectors, showcasing the attractiveness of Kansai, revitalizing the local economy, and addressing a wide range of issues from industrial promotion to energy measures. In particular, our International Affairs Division supports the overseas expansion of Kansai companies, economic exchange projects between Kansai and Vietnam, environmental business overseas expansion, and the promotion of activities for highly skilled foreign talents. And those are the things that we've been involved in. Those are the main responsibility of our region, of our division. As the theme of today's discussion is decarbonization, I'll introduce our support for the overseas expansion of environmental energy businesses. Kansai is home to many companies with excellent environmental and energy-saving technologies. And we have Team in Kansai Business Forum, aiming for expansion in Asia. 180 companies are involved. Through our support for Team E Kansai, we have introduced technologies to solve environmental issues in countries like Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, and China. Specifically, we leverage the network we have built with foreign governments to dispatch experts for local workforce training, conduct environmental technology seminars, and facilitate business matching. Water treatment and waste management are the areas we focused on in the past, but recently we are also focusing on energy saving and decarbonization technologies. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So we have just listened to the introductions of our 5 panelists. So they were given only 3 minutes. That was really challenging, I believe. But thank you very much for your cooperation. And so they shared with us their target and also their some discussion regarding decarbonization activity in relation with the sewage treatment and waste treatment. And also there's some initiatives inviting private sectors as well. Now let's begin our discussions. First of all, from the panelists from overseas. So you have already explained to us what you do at your city and region, and also they mentioned about the importance of collaborating with private sectors, and also there's some mentioning about changes of social behavior or mindset, and also there are many technologies for environmental initiatives. So there's some information regarding those technological aspects as well. And as we have discussed, now we see a global trend towards the decarbonization. So first, I would like to ask them what is their take on the international trend regarding decarbonization, and why do they promote the decarbonization activities in their city and region? And also, they collaborate with Japanese local government and companies. So I'd like to know how they see the value in collaborating with Japanese local government and Japanese companies. First of all, I would like to invite Mayor Castoro Mr. Castor, please.
Thank you very much. That's a huge question, so I will try to go through it. First, the question was how we see the global trends about decarbonization, right? I have to say that I see them challenged. We have been seeing what is going on with the first days of President Trump administration. In Chile, we have the close ally of Argentina, and President Milei in Argentina has also said that climate change is not a real thing that is happening. So I think that we learned before with former President Bolsonaro in Brazil, also something similar. So I think that we have this decarbonization trend, global trend, being challenged. And I would say that we need more than ever now to arise the importance of the Alliance for Climate Action. No? I learned about that at COP25 with WWF, that some countries have put together mayors, governors, academia, companies, and local leaders to work together with the national governments when they can to address strategies to face the climate change. And Japan has an Alliance for Climate Action. Chile also has it, and I think that that is what we have to strengthen now. And I see that going on with the JCM and the City-to-City program. So I think that this program has to be strengthened in this new trend in the world. Then, related to decarbonization in my region, well, Latin America accounts for only 5% of the carbon emissions globally. But on the other hand, we have a huge potential of renewable energies and also nature-based solutions for decarbonization. So I would say that we have in the region, and specifically in Chile, important effort to increase our national NDCs goals, and also to decarbonize more aggressively. In order to do that, the region needs to look closer to the cutting-edge technologies in the world, and I think that that is what we have to work now. And I will also add to the region trends that this year COP30, that is going to be held in Belém in Brazil, will be a huge opportunity to bring together the leaders of the world, and especially of the east side of the world, and to strengthen the relationships with the Latin American nations in order to address the climate change. So I think that this year specifically will be very important for my region, Latin American region, and I hope that we can use that to also put together, in this case, Japan and the region. I'm here after traveling 12,000 kilometers, 40 hours trip. I know that this is a huge effort to come here and also to go to Latin America, but I think that this is the year to strengthen this relationship. And finally, for us working with Japan and the local governments, also the private companies that we have met in Toyama, first we recognize Japanese technology and the innovation that we have seen in Toyama and in some other cities as what we have seen today. We have learned a lot in these 5 years working with the city of Toyama. We have learned about the SDG approach and the assessment that they do in the city level. We have learned of how they have advanced in climate education at the schools, and we are going to do that in Chile also, making the translation, for example, with the board games for students in the school level. And we have also learned about the private companies' cutting-edge technology. I was yesterday in Toyama. For the first time, I could visit some private companies, and it's very impressive to see the technology there. And we want that happening in Renca and also in the rest of Chile. We have had also a very good relationship with the consultant, Nippon Koi. We have learned with them, with the partners in Chile. It's called Sherpas Group. And with this city-to-city collaboration, we have a good diagnosis now of different opportunities that we have in Renca with private companies also to address these challenges. And I would end this by saying that this has also been an opportunity to strengthen the relationship between Chile and Japan because of what is going on in Renca. We have APEC, we have different areas of collaboration. Actually, the Chilean pavilion in the Expo Osaka will be very important for our country, and we are also working with the International Affairs Minister about that participation. But we have brought to Renca the Japanese embassy in Chile. The Japanese ambassador is very involved with what is going on. We also have the foreign minister of Chile very aware of what we are doing here today, and we want that to increase also. And we are already thinking, this is our last year of the city-to-city collaboration with the city of Toyama, so we are already evaluating how we are going to continue working after this year, how we can bring to this program other cities in Chile, specifically the metropolitan region, and that's what I can say. Thank
you. How do you see the global decarbonization trend? The global decarbonization trend is about the social behavior. Decarbonization is not only about the technical thing, but is about the social behavior revolution. In the current situation, with temperature increase of 1.4 degrees, and our commitment to keep the increase to 1.5 degrees is very important commitment. The key is the public engagement. How to engage the people? This is the big question for us, for the world. There is urgent need to decarbonization and oxygenization. In the environment, there are three natural interventions of decarbonization and oxygenization together that we can carry out: tree planting, coral reef breeding, and mangrove plantation. The behavior intervention is human activities that is low carbon emissions, such as EV cars, waste to energy, solar energy program, and so on. What motivate you to decarbonize in your regions? Because Makassar has the strategic positioning and sensitive area at the waterfront, at the west side, passed by two big rivers, if we don't carry out decarbonizations. Makassar will be exposed to extreme weather, heavy rainfall, flood, drought, extreme storm, extreme wave. If we save Makassar, we save the world. How do you see working with Japanese local government and companies in terms of decarbonization in your region? Decarbonization problem doesn't recognize city borders. We look at decarbonization is the one ecosystem of the one world, one ecosystem. Therefore, we put decarbonization as our concern, and there is no single city or country able to struggle alone in decarbonization. And we need support from the city colleges, such as cities in Japan with experience in decarbonizations. We can share this forum, this seminar. Currently, we have started collaboration with OCG in the Smart Island project now, in progress program now, working on the providing solar panel system for the island community. The second, Yokohama City and Nippon Koi in Zero Carbon City project, now ongoing progress 2. And Maniwa City in General Waste Management. Yesterday, the Vice Mayor came to Makassar. Thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。それでは次には日本から参加のパネリストにお伺いしたいと思います。
Now we would like to ask the panelists from Japan. I think the decarbonization initiative is an opportunity for economic expansion. We've been talking about the collaboration between private companies. Private companies are very important players, and many companies have excellent technologies and experiences. So how can we expand our collaboration for successful results? In Kansai, there are projects and organizations who support companies to go abroad. And in order for those companies to make contribution to decarbonization, what can we do? That's the question. First, let's ask Mr. Tsuji from METI Kansai. Thank you very much. As you mentioned, in Kansai region, there are several organizations supporting private companies. Chamber of Commerce is also providing such support. And also we have JETRO and SME supporting organizations. The specific supports include information sharing about the overseas private companies, and also they provide support to create strategies and also supports for marketing. Those are the available supports. And those organizations are supporting companies to make contributions. And there are two important points. Number one, some companies have already studied it, that from the perspective of decarbonizations, meticulous support is necessary for each individual company. Each country have their own target in terms of decarbonization, but dependence on fossil fuel and situation about the renewable energy and legal systems are different at each country. So for those companies who want to expand their business in overseas countries, need to have information about the local load, and also if they want to bring their services and products overseas, they have to have information about what is needed, what kind of technologies are needed overseas, now or in the future. It's very difficult for each individual company to collect all those information. Therefore, it's important that those supporting companies provide accurate information for those companies. That kind of particular support is very important. The other important thing is that the potential Kansai-based companies have is very big. Therefore, it's important for those supporting companies to provide support. There are many companies in Kansai which have very advanced technologies in order to realize hydrogen-based societies, or in order to utilize storage cell. You can utilize those companies' technologies. In terms of hydrogen, in Harima area or Osaka Bay Area, they are doing methanation and also the hydrogen power generation. They generate hydrogen, transport them, and store them. In those projects, Kansai companies have strengths. Talking about storage cell, as you may know, here in Kansai, this is a mecca of lithium-ion batteries and redox flow batteries. There are clusters of manufacturers and suppliers, and it has 30% of share in Japan. The technologies of storage cell is to store renewable energy and utilize such energy. Hydrogen and storage cell related companies need support to go to overseas markets. As you know, in April we are going to have Osaka Kansai Expo. At the site of Kansai Expo, there'll be introduction of the methanation and biomass power generation and CCS. Many people will visit Kansai Expo from overseas, and I hope that the information will be shared overseas so that we can have a lot of projects related to hydrogen and storage cells. And I hope that supporting companies will utilize the Kansai Expo, Osaka Expo to the full. That's all. Thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you.
そうしましたら次に堺市辻尾様にお伺いしたいと思います。堺市で
Next, I would like to ask Sakai City, Mr. Tsujiyo, what kind of initiatives are you taking in Sakai City? My name is Tsujiyo from Sakai City. As to supporting organization, as Mr. Tsuji mentioned, we have Team E Kansai and also Osaka Business Development Agency. There are various supporting organizations and platforms available here in Kansai. In Sakai City, we have Osaka Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Sakai City Industrial Promotion Center. In Sakai City, we are collaborating with Sakai Chamber of Commerce and Industry and providing seminars and other supports, mainly for small and medium-sized companies. We introduce examples of energy-saving projects, and we also provide information about government subsidies and supports. This way, we are supporting companies within the Sakai City in decarbonization businesses. These projects also contribute to the revitalization of the economy, regional economy, and also the decarbonization of entire country. 99% of companies in Sakai City is small and medium-sized. Those SMEs interested in expanding their businesses overseas can talk to supporting organizations to conduct their research overseas. But on the other hand, there are companies who are not interested in expanding their businesses overseas, even though they have excellent technologies, and there are companies who do not know who to depend on. We want to reach out to those companies so that they can go to overseas market. But broad range of insights and information and knowledge is necessary to go overseas. So sometimes it's difficult for Sakai City alone to provide full support. In order to make contribution to international decarbonization, the important thing is collaboration between the government and supporting organizations. By getting support from consultants who have a lot of knowledge of overseas, we would like to make contribution to those SMEs by sharing and collecting information and provide opportunities to do matching between companies. By collaboration between the government and supporting organizations, we'll be able to utilize JCM projects and also city-to-city collaboration programs. We hope that we can make further contribution to decarbonization in partnerships between the companies and countries. Thank you very much. That was a very important perspective of SMEs. Now, I would like to ask Takeda, Mr. Takeda from Kobe City, if you can talk about how you would like to deepen the partnership between Japanese companies and overseas companies, and how you would like to respond to the demand or needs of overseas companies and countries.
Yeah, thank you very much for your question. First of all, first you need to understand the needs of your partner countries. That is something I learned from my predecessor in the city of Kobe. So I learned that communication is very important to understand their needs. And without private companies, we are not able to achieve our goal. Therefore, we need to collaborate with private sector. However, private sector is profit-making entities. Therefore, we need to address that needs as well. So this has been already explained to the other two panelists as well. And also, your partner country. So we collaborate with local government in other countries. And here, the planning as well as the budgeting and also project scheme. These need to be clarified in order to achieve decarbonization. So we call it city management. And city management is very important to drive those projects. We have some experience and know-how about that city management. On the other hand, as we mentioned already, we have a lot of learning from mistakes in the past as well. So based on those learning, we believe we can help formulate master plan. But it takes a lot of time, and at the end of the day, you might not be able to formulate actual project after all of the discussions. Therefore, first you need to understand the needs from private companies, needs from local government of our partner countries, and then we have come up with some different schemes, like a hybrid scheme and other schemes. And you need to really involve in many different resources from local government, private sector, national government, and others. Thank you very much. Now, listening to the talks from the Japan side, I'd like to once again ask Mr. Castro and Mr. Mohammad Ramadan Pamant. So after listening to what the Japanese local government are doing, what is your expectation from working with the local government of Japan? So now, starting from Mayor of the Makassar, Danny-san, please.
Thank you for your question. With Japanese, I think Japanese has a high technology, experiences, great academic scholars, and we have high expectation to improve our collaboration with Japanese local government and companies. We believe Japan can help us to make Makassar a resilient city. And I would like to say thank you for your invitation for us. Can collaboration and can share many experiences about decarbonize. I think this is our strong commitment about decarbonize. And then I think this is, if we save our city, same we save our world. Act now, act together, act different. Arigato gozaimasu.
I found very interesting the examples of these Japanese cities, no, and also to learn about this Kansai region. So I bring ideas back to Chile related to that. The cities level, we have to work stronger with the regional level. I think that I can take that back to Chile. We in Renca we are also this year we are going to launch the first city investment agency on the city level in Chile. So I think that there we also have an opportunity specifically related to what we heard now about the collective information for the private companies, no, to put it together and to bring all of them to get to know these overseas technologies. I think that it's also important to understand the type of companies of the different cities. In the case of Renca, we have 2 industrial districts that are related with the logistic business. So when I listen, for example, about the ports here in Japan and all the industries related to logistics around them, I think that when you identify the different types of industries is also more efficient, the relationship between the different cities. I would also add to that I would think that the relationship we have also bring other actors to this conversation. I think specifically about universities, for example. It is interesting to put together universities of Japanese cities, also with the universities of the overseas cities that are participating in the program. But overall, I would also want to thank again this opportunity. I think that coming here was very important to increase my own learning about the program and to try to work to keep going with this, not only in Renca, but bringing other cities in Chile. So, arigato and thank you very much.
大変ありがとうございました。非常に
Well, thank you very much for your talk. We learned a lot from you all once again. Now I would like to put together what we have discussed. I guess we have discussed a variety of topics, therefore it is very difficult for me to synthesize our discussions. But first of all, I'd like to thank them all for their valuable input to us. There have been many key words mentioned. Personally speaking, now we see a lot of changes internationally. Here the alliance is very important. As Mr. Castaro mentioned, that is very important, I believe, as well. So now JCM as well as city-to-city collaboration program play even more important roles in this international situation. And also there are many other information, and there are some commonalities in their input. One is connecting different actors. First of all, the government, national government, local government, and regional governments, and also the private sector, different private entities. And when it comes to the private sector, of course, there are large companies with a lot of experience. At the same time, we need to also reach out to small and mid-sized enterprises with technology. So they have a great potential. Therefore, we need to bring out their potential from SMEs as well, and also importance of behavioral change, and also collaboration with universities, and also the education for children using board games and others. Those are all very interesting topics. And also, there are a variety of needs in partner countries, and also Japanese local government have a variety of strengths and characteristics. Therefore, connecting the needs and strengths of Japanese local government is something that we need to improve going forward. Extracting many needs and difficulties and challenges, and then matching those in a manner that we can create a successful project. But for that, of course, information is very important. We need to understand what kind of technology is available at what companies, or what are the strengths of the university or local governments. At the same time, we have to deepen understanding about the needs of partner countries, and also the scheme to connect all of those. We have to really expand our knowledge on those.
We've also introduced the initiatives by the municipalities and also the Kansai METI. So as the government, we would like to promote such activities as well. As to today's panel discussion, there was some mentioning about the Osaka Kansai Expo. So we are going to have Osaka Kansai Expo, and through the Expo as well, we would like to connect the parties. It's very important to deepen the partnership, and we could learn a lot about how we can deepen the collaboration. And thank you once again for all the panelists for sharing your information and expertise. Please give a big hand to all the panelists. Thank you very much. Thank you. With that, I would like to conclude the panel. Ms. Namigi and panelists, thank you very much. This concludes this seminar. Thank you very much for your participation.